actually have.
That's why I said Journey to Ravenhome.
Someday we'll go back and look at all the recording titles
and change them up,
and
yeah.
laugh at how they diverged from our expectations.
Yeah.
Did we get a long rest overnight?
Yes, you will have gotten a long rest overnight.
Yay.
Nothing happened through the night.
That would be said nothings.
Oh, last off-topic thing. My mom got her first of 6 international food things for her Mother's Day gift.
Ooh.
Like is it like a
it's they send
box,
you it's like a box of snacks.
Nice.
And
nice.
First country was England. She got Johnny's pickled onion rings. She said those were good. However, the rhubarb and custard flavored bonbons were awful.
Oh no.
Ha. I enjoy all 3 of those nouns that were there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the...
Don't know about together.
People make rhubarb and custard sound so good, and yet, I'm just like, is that really a flavor that goes together?
Apparently my mom says no, judging by the Facebook sticker I got.
Oh no.
I could see it being something maybe in the right preparation.
Mm-hmm.
The bonbon probably is not the appropriate vehicle for that combination of flavors.
No.
Yeah. Rhubarb is sweet, but I almost feel like the custard texture would be upsetting with that flavor.
But good to know.
Maybe we should all get some and try them.
Next time, rhubarb and custard bonbons for science.
Alright, so who else tell me what happened last game?
So there's a dragon, and it attacked Ravenhome.
Straight to it.
Yep.
And we found this out as, it seemed like there were more people in the streets than usual, and through listening to the rumor mill and listening to, gossip in the tavern, and eventually having Kiss arrive at the last call and tell us, we zeroed in on the fact that there is in fact a green dragon that attacked Ravenhome, and we are in need to go kill it, and disperse the dragon's army. Also,
army.
Yeah. Also, Mert. Also, even more fine. Mert is MIA. Not really sure what's happened to him. Ilya has had to take over the Harpers. How much does she hate this? So much. We also, Kalindra hired some new staff at the last call. We got to meet, and so in more lighthearted news, we got to meet Philip the baker and Margot the bartender. We are taking Say with us on this particular jaunt. And then in Side Chatville, the fact that Ilya told Corinne, this is your mission, was analyzed. Corinne and Grimm reassessed their potential roles in the party and, their own professional development. Eliana stayed behind to heal people and, work herself really hard on that, and also to have a cozy evening with Uriel and meet Michael. And Aravis went back to where she's staying, but we're all going to reconvene at the Court of Miracles at 7:30 in the morning, where Josen can transport us close to Ravenhome. Also not sure if I mentioned Ravenhome is of pretty big strategic significance when it comes to food stores in winter, and so, there's some strategy behind what this dragon is doing. It's probably fine.
Yeah, thank you. I would add that Say is going with us partly because her boss is in town, and aggressively
Like, no.
encouraged us to take her along for the ride.
And then she was like, yeah, no, I don't want him to see me ever.
There's
So
not stories
that.
behind that at all.
Yeah, I'm sure she has no investment in this going any particular way. Maybe we'll get to have a conversation. I guess we kind of have a conversation about it, but maybe there'll be more conversation. Maybe not. Who knows?
We
I
can
thought there
find
was
time to
something else I
talk
was gonna
about
say.
feelings and kill a dragon. Why
He
not?
loves talking about feelings. I can't wait.
There's one thing that this party loves doing.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Though to be
What
fair,
else?
no one tries to talk about feelings with Say in her other universe, except for
Felix did.
Felix. Yeah, Felix.
We'll see how that goes now that Felix is.
I'm sure that all of the progress that was made will definitely stick around.
Absolutely be maintained without Felix and Hannah there to keep the DM honest. It's fine. Say's with us now. What was the other thing I was going to mention? I guess it wasn't important.
Oh, birds will be spying on us, so that's
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Oh,
that.
yeah!
Gotta be stealthy.
Yeah, and green dragons are shapeshifters.
Sure
Or have
are.
shapeshifting abilities.
Oh,
or,
yes.
Yeah. They are, I think, less abjectly brutal than black dragons. Also, we are assuming it's a green dragon. It's probably a green dragon. It could be a black dragon, but it's probably a green.
The intel seems to suggest that it's a green.
Yeah.
Also
Um,
probably an adult, but could be exaggerated.
Yeah.
Probably
Also, Eliana's a little nervous about, like, is somebody gonna, like, try to blame the first dragon appearing person in their immediate sight for all of this. But so far, it's been
Oh.
fine.
So far.
It'll stay
And
that way.
we're kind of hoping it's a green, I think, because if it's a green, then any survivors still in Ravenhome have at least a medium chance of still being alive when we get there.
Yes. There will potentially be survivors, is the perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Also, some sort of terrifying, not lair effect. It's in the D&D sense, but like apparently the local region will be corrupted and hard to travel through. So all kinds of excitement to look forward to.
We love nature. It's the best.
Corbett especially loves nature. We'll have a ranger with us. That's nice. Also, I will never let this go. A ranger who one of her favorite enemies is celestials.
I cannot wait to hear the backstory on that.
Same, hard same. I will begin recording. This will be the event of Tuesday, Uktar the 28th.
Everybody remember your monologue tokens.
Thank you.
Yes.
I promise I will forget.
Same. But you've had excellent timing with those, Rebecca. I believe in your ability to save us all
I will do
from
my
the
best.
sadness of not hearing an important monologue.
So a small retcon that I'm going to throw in there for sake of party unity and out of character reasons. We're going to say that Erevis, you agreed to meet the party at the last call, slightly before heading to the Court of Miracles.
Okay, great.
Hey.
I just don't want you to be cut out of something that is going to happen.
Oh, no.
Delightful.
That's not ominous.
Don't worry.
Good. I love the DM retcon to avoid
Great.
things not
Yes.
happening.
Great.
Yes. I can't wait
Cue
for
me
Erebus in
rubbing my hands
15
together.
minutes to say, sure wish I hadn't agreed to meet you fools here.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's not that part isn't as bad as you think. So
Okay, just the other one. Cool.
just the other one.
Oh, I love DM ominousness. Especially unintentional ominousness.
Yeah, so who is around the last call, up and around, I would say first, between Grim waking up, would be Eliana heading back to Pack, and Erevis heading to meet everyone.
Oh, that's right. Eliana slept over.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Corinne is not the first one up.
I assumed. I didn't even ask.
Yeah,
it's
immediately left off this list.
oh yeah, like it is just a universal constant in this universe that Corinne is never the first one up. And if she is, then dear God help us all.
I think
I
Eliana's
think
running kind of asleep. I think Eliana gets up like probably an hour before she actually has to, and is just laying awake and thinking about all of this. So there's a decent chance it could be her.
Okay. Anyone who thinks that they would be up first, just roll me a con check.
I am happy if Eliana has a reason to think she's up first. I am happy to see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Erebus is an early riser, but would probably not want to show up too early just because she's like, this is not my establishment. So,
Okay.
go for it.
All right.
Eliana, you arrive first. In your bar, there is... Kalindra is behind the bar for the moment. She usually does the morning shift, so whoever is bartending late at night can sleep. And she's kind of reading a book, and you see a familiar face sitting at the bar, also reading a book, not drinking coffee. She seems to have a glass of some sort of water in front of her. Is Bones.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. I was hoping to run into you.
Well, it's a good thing you did. We're on our way out of town this morning.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you all about. That's why I came early.
Good. Good. I was going to say I'll gather everybody, but it's not good to wake everybody up before their time. They will all be down. I need to go up to my rooms to pack. It looks like Calindra's got you for now. So I'm just going to go up, pack, and then I can join you down here.
Sounds good. Not in any rush.
All right. And Eliana then goes up to her room to collect all of her things plus quiche into the bag of holdings and magic cat carrier.
Yeah, easy enough.
And then back on down.
Erebus and Grim, you can fight it out for second awake.
I feel like so looking at seeming at the time that it seems to be, Grim probably had, just because they're as they usually are, probably was up, made coffee, went back to bed before anybody else, before the bar opened. So
Yeah.
So I think they are probably in no hurry, especially knowing that Corinne is not going to want to get up because she never does, but also is going to be extremely mad at herself if she oversleeps. So if Erebus wants to get there next, that is fine by me.
Yeah,
if she doesn't
that
want to
works
get there
for
next,
me.
that's fine.
Sounds good. So then Erebus has her travel pack for Bianca and is strolling into the bar and sees
Bones.
is
Yeah,
Bones is back there. So she knows Bones.
Yeah.
I
forgot you guys have met previously.
Yes. we are
Both
well
knows
acquainted.
and knows of.
Oh, hi Bones. Morning.
Good morning. Didn't expect to see you here, but somehow not surprised.
Yeah, I'm meeting Corinne and Eliana and Grim to go fight a dragon.
Joy. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually came to talk to you about, all of them, and so that's now all of you about dragon stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Any dragon knowledge is, worth having before you see the dragon.
Oh, sure is. I fought a green dragon before. It's how I met Reg, actually. Well, not met him, but, got to know him better.
Yeah. A good bonding activity.
Really is. I didn't have a crush on him until he stood up to a green dragon.
There's really nothing like seeing what someone's made of in a crisis to get you to look at them a different way.
True enough. Yeah, he had been kidnapped, and we fixed that. And
Nice.
yeah, and then he didn't have any spell components and was exhausted, and yet he still tried to fight a dragon with us. It was actually really cute.
Erebus laughs. Yeah, that sounds like him.
So, breakfast, I don't drink coffee as a rule, but Kalindra has some.
Okay, Erebus sits down by Bones at the bar. I don't think she's a coffee drinker either, so say, do you have any fruit juice?
Kalindra will nod, and she will pull out a thing of, I wouldn't say orange juice is common here. Oranges are kind of southern. Probably some sort of like berry-based fruit juice, maybe something with
Delicious.
like a mint to it, like
Ooh. That sounds great.
Limes.
And
Limes happen, so it's like a lime mojito, but not with alcohol in it.
not alcoholic. Fantastic.
That sounds amazing.
That does actually. And then she says, "Thank you so much." And yeah, whatever you have ready as far as food is fine.
One standard breakfast coming up,
appreciated.
and she
Thank
will
you.
head to the back, close her book, and head to the back.
I suppose at this time I'll bring Lenya back down.
Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. How'd you sleep?
Oh, not very well. How about you?
Enough. Not ideal, but enough.
Yeah.
How was the court last night after we left?
Busy. But starting to stabilize. Getting at least some healing for everybody who arrived who could be healed, and they were making arrangements for like temporary places for people to stay.
Good. Good. I'm glad that they had the resources to help and that you were able to pitch in a little bit too. And hopefully more people were able to be saved than not.
Me too.
With a dragon.
I couldn't finish the evening without doing what I could.
Well, I'm sure everybody at the Court of Miracles really appreciated it.
Yeah, they did.
Awesome. Well, we're just having some breakfast while we wait for Grim and Corinne. Any idea when they'll be down?
Yeah, probably pretty soon. They don't. Corinne likes to sleep, but she's not going to miss a mission ever.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then Erebus will turn to Bones and say, "So how did cleanup at the tower go yesterday?"
Ah, yes.
Other people found it excruciating. She has a little bit of
Very
a grin
good.
at that.
Perfect. Oh,
Were these other
I mean-
people the ones who drank the snake juice?
It really, yes, it is. They made the mess, and once the danger was past, they could clean it up.
yeah. Guess they didn't have to fight the succubus.
or the mimic?
Succubus, you say?
Yes.
Mimic, you say?
Yes.
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, some of them got a little bit creative. I'm guessing since this appears to be the first you're hearing of it that you don't know whose brain those came out of.
I can make a wild guess as to the succubus. They will be summarily expelled. I don't fuck around with demons after the last time.
Okay, great.
The last time?
Not someone summoning them. Funny enough story. When I fought a green dragon, the town we were in, the temple to the Raven Queen was infested by a demon. Who I went to go fight it. Nearly died. It was not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so it could be worse.
Oh yes.
Great. Well, glad it wasn't worse.
Could have been much worse. I think Alina
Yeah.
has at least 2 demons with blood vendettas against her.
Only 2?
I mean, she's still young.
Alina's life sounds very exciting.
We had like a few very exciting years, and that's really all it takes.
Yep, fair enough. Okay.
It is
well,
very
good luck-
exciting.
Good luck to that poor student. The rest of them, at least it wasn't a big deal to clean it up. It's more annoying than anything, so.
Yes, that's true. Though I think I might steal your sibling from Reg.
Okay.
They're quite promising at illusion magic, and that's not Reg's specialty.
Ereva's face lights up. This is every time Orin gets praised, she's like, I'm so proud of them. Yay. Well, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that Orin is doing well. It's nice to come into town and mostly see that they're enjoying themselves and that it's not a bad idea as hangover every time.
Oh, yeah. They're a good kid. At least one of the less likely to cause that level of chaos.
Yeah. But it's hard not to go along with it when there's a lot of other students that are just...
It gets into a showing off situation, which is what I think happened to those damn stairs.
Yeah.
But the illusion magic in the hallway was just absolutely fantastic. So,
Okay.
like I said.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing what they can do next time I'm here.
Have her doing Fey tricks in no time.
Fantastic.
I feel like about now is when Corinne comes down the stairs, with purpose, moves directly to the kitchen, pours a cup of coffee as a show, even though she has the flask.
Flask is for the road.
Yes, exactly. And just kind of waves at the rest of the group. Doesn't really register that Bones is there.
Misses the tabaxi completely.
Yep, it's early. We are not a morning person.
Grim will saunter downstairs, not quite, saunter is probably the right word. Left the room at the same time as Corinne, was holding the door and doesn't move as fast by default because no bonus action dash, no passive bonus action dash. So they're at the top, entering the tavern space as she's returning to the kitchen with her coffee.
She goes and sits down with the rest of the group, takes a sip of coffee, and then suddenly looks up and she's like, oh, hello. Have you been here this whole time?
I have.
You're remarkably early.
I was going to bring pastries, but I didn't want to step on Grimm's toes.
Grim will lift. They will sort of have lift. Just find a random glass. They haven't been to the kitchen yet, so they'll just pick up the closest drinking vessel on the bar,
Yeah.
and lift it in a salute, and then put it back down in front of whoever it belongs to, and head into the kitchen to get tea.
You pick up Calendra's coffee, salute, salute Bones with it, and then head back.
Perfect.
So is this Green Dragon study hour then?
Yes, apparently.
Sort of. I wasn't actually involved in the final assault. On the Green Dragon itself, I was actually commanding a rear patrol. That's actually not relevant at all.
Oh, I was joking, but all right.
Grim returns from the kitchen. We won't have one of those.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, I can tell you a little bit about green dragons. However, I wanted to talk to you all about the fact that, there's a lot of dragon activity happening everywhere.
Oh.
Please define everywhere.
And Alina told me to talk to Ilya about it, and Ilya told me to talk to you about it. So...
We were just given the one assignment. We didn't have multiple.
We took care of the red, that's why we were in to call.
Wait,
please.
What?
What?
Further define everywhere.
Well, a red dragon, which we were keeping tabs on, it was still fairly small, and we were keeping tabs on it in order to eliminate it when necessary. It became necessary this last weekend.
Why?
Because it wrecked a small outpost, a mining outpost, actually. Yeah. And, you know, burned about 20 acres of jungle.
Oh.
Giant crater in the middle of where my lightning reel is supposed to go.
I'm sorry, you're what?
We'll get there. You'll see.
Grim adds 3 more sugar cubes.
Anyway,
and leans against the wall.
So Ilya told me to tell you all that we've noticed an increased dragon activity, at least in our neck of the woods in Tikal. There were only the 2 that we know of, and one Alina and our party killed a long time ago, and then one that rose up out of the middle of a volcano a day or 2 ago.
Sure, as
Is
one
that-
does.
Is that different from the one... Is that different from the red dragon whom you killed?
No, that is the red dragon that we killed. It was in a volcano, hibernating, or doing dragon things, being neutral, so we didn't fuck with it. And then it came out of the volcano and volcano.
Is that normal for them?
For reds, probably. To hibernate? Yeah, can be.
And then to anti-hibernate and
Not,
destroy things.
I mean, it's not unheard of. The timing is what I find suspect, especially if you guys if there's dragons attacks happening here as well.
Right.
One dragon attack is suspicious, but happens. 2 dragon attacks within the span of a week is screams
Very
of
unusual.
a possible calamity. Which is I'm highly invested in not having.
Seems
They were very
kind
far
of
apart.
like-
Geographically, I mean.
Geographically, yes.
Do they... Grim is sort of clearly, thinking hard. Are you suggesting that they have colluded, or that something has unsettled them both at once?
I unfortunately don't have any information as regards to that. We got called to come back to Waterdeep before I had finished in my investigation. I have some people looking into it, our old party, but... And she kind of shrugs. Haven't heard back yet.
Okay.
It have something to do with, and Eliana gestures. She gestures towards Grim because she's thinking about the book, and that's in Grim's possession.
I'm just saying the fact that you all are investigating the 12, and then dragon attacks start happening, I have concerns. I would like to offer any aid that you might need. And also I have concerns.
The 12?
Grim sighs heavily.
Erebus,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah, Erebus, you can roll me a history check if you want.
Okay. That's gonna be 16.
16? You've heard of, like, the 12, like, some people have heard of, like, King Arthur's Knights.
Okay.
Think very much in that vein as far as, like, legends and things like that. Famous...
It's commonly known, but, like,
Yeah,
not necessarily a thing.
No one has actually sat down and read the books. Like, very few people have sat down and read the books and know who, like, Galahad is. Like,
Okay.
you know, like, 2 or 3 stories, like, vaguely about them, but...
Okay. So she kind of looks between them and is like... As in the legend?
Yes, fun fact, they actually existed. That's neat. The tomb is underneath the City of the Dead. We stumbled across it earlier this week.
There what is what?
You didn't know? How you know everything. How did you not know this?
Did we not
Because I need to go
mention when we asked
strangle a
for-
paladin. No, it was not mentioned that their tomb is there. I need to go do mapping and research.
I thought it was very clear, sort of to themselves.
Right. I
Looking
might
perplexed.
have forgotten in the whole red dragon situation.
I mean, red dragons tend to be a little distracting. Okay. Just when I thought that this whole past 24 hours couldn't get more complicated. Okay.
So yes, they're real. They are dead. Most of them. One of them might still be alive. They're buried underneath the City of the Dead. We stumbled across their tomb. We all have medallions now because I guess that happens when you stumble across a tomb of legends. And we've been doing some research. They sealed away Tiamat hundreds of years ago. We think someone's trying to unlock the seals. One of them has already been breached. There are 11 more because there are 12 of them. And of course there are.
Right.
Grim would like to reach over and, like, just tap Corinne's hand lightly. And then would like to look past her and see who all is in the... do we have any guest patrons right now? And if
it
so,
is
anyone
literally
listening?
It is literally
it's
Bones.
7 a.m.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
there's no
just
way.
Bones.
Just checking, delightful. Okay,
Yeah.
then they will sort of visibly, like, look around the bar, look back at her sheepishly, and then return to leaning against the wall.
Yeah, you watch Bones just take a coffee cup and just pour herself a cup of coffee.
I thought you didn't drink coffee.
I don't make a habit of it, but it looks like I have at least 30 things to do, and I will need to tap into super speed.
Grim will
Okay.
solemnly hold out a sugar cube.
Oh, thank you. Yes, this is awful.
They will offer another sugar cube, and then they will look offended.
No offense, like all coffee is awful, but
I made that.
I appreciate you that you did. It is probably the best tasting coffee that existed. It's still coffee.
You may stay. And
Thank
they'll
you.
lean back against the wall.
Appreciate it. And she'll take the 2
Well,
sugar
this
cubes
is-
and put it in and start drinking the coffee. She is polite
Well, this
enough
is
to not make a
going-
face, though.
Oh no. While this is going on, Bianca kind of flies off Erebus' shoulder toward the sugar bowl to see if the sugar cubes taste any different today.
What a queen.
I feel like Bianca, like, some reason I'm picturing her with, like, a hummingbird tongue.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah.
It is adorable.
And just, like, it just snakes out and it starts, like, licking licking the sugar cubes to figure out it does taste like sugar.
Yeah.
Is
But, you
Bosun
know.
downstairs?
He hasn't made his presence known, so I think Bosun is still up at, like, when it's a little early for people to be leaving Corinne's room for good. I think Bosun, as soon as Corinne got out of bed, immediately made himself very comfortable in the exact spot where her head was on the pillow and was snoring away.
In
as
our
she got out
house,
of the room.
in our house, we call that a vax.
Oh, the glorious backs.
Yes, my roommate's dog definitely does that also. Okay. Great.
So, dragons and Tiamat, and that's wonderful. Do any of you all, I'm going to ask this out loud, and I do not expect an answer because I know such things are very sensitive. Do any of you all know any metallic dragons that we might be able to reach out to? Usually they know what the hell is going on when it comes to such things.
Oh, yeah, there's one underneath the city.
So one living in the harbor, but he's a baby.
You see her pick out, like, just, she plucks, like a fountain pen from a little pocket that you didn't really notice on her, and she just pulls out a journal and just starts taking notes. She doesn't break eye contact with you all. She's still watching, but she is definitely writing notes. So,
And
at
I was gonna
least
say, I am realizing that I can't remember where exactly the Vault of Dragons is.
believe it's under
Oh,
the
in this
city
game,
of the
neither
dead.
do I.
Yeah.
Let me check.
I'm
Oh.
sure it's somewhere in either the North or Sea wards.
Yeah, let me check. Vault of Dragons, Waterdeep. Let me check, because I don't know that lore very much either. I should.
Oh, fun fact, I'm pretty sure that based on it moves, I think, depending
Yeah.
on where, like, what season you start the campaign in, it changes the location of the vault.
Oh,
We
boy.
did it in summer, if that helps.
I mean,
I
good
am
news.
happy
If none
to-
of us remember, you could just pick somewhere.
true.
True.
I know
Also
when,
true.
I think when we visited the Vault of Dragons last, it was either Sea Ward or North Ward.
I'm gonna bang my gavel and say North Ward.
Delightful.
Cool.
It was
Exactly
definitely
what
like
was aligned.
under a building, like under a tower or something. But that's all I
Yeah.
remember. It was like an underground hallway leading to the door.
Anyway, Bones gets the location of that.
Yeah, I'm about to say we don't have to look it up right now. We can just hand wave that y'all let her know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so there is a dragon there's several dragons in Waterdeep. I'm really glad that there's a ward over the city to prevent dragons.
They're metallic dragons, so that's fine, right?
True. Yeah, I'm concerned that the ward seems to be working very well.
The
Maybe
one
they were there first.
Maybe.
or not. The one underground seemed to have been there for a very long time.
Great. So there's one in the North Ward and one in the harbor.
Eliana's put a hand on her, kind of at her hairline, and it's covering up one of the sides of her face.
Okay. I can chase these down. Perhaps we can find some information about what the metallic... Usually, if the chromatic dragons are up to something, the metallic dragons are doing something to try and stop them. You know, police your own and all that.
Grim is watching Eliana from behind their eye patch and bangs. Will say out loud, the one beneath the underground did not seem to have much sense of what was going on. outside of his lair, outside of the vault. I don't know if this would be more relevant to his interests. And we'll drop into awakened mind to Eliana. Are you all right?
She's going to say, that's why I was going to ask you about the first Open Lord of Waterdeep. The dragon in the vault had asked for information about what happened to him, and I was going to bring that to him and then ask what he might know, if anything, about Tiamat and about the 12, if there was anything like that. Since he doesn't know much about what's going on now, but maybe knows about what happened then. And she looks to Grim, and she drops her she drops her hand from, you know, covering her face, and just kind of sighs a little bit.
Lord
Agyran.
Okay, yeah, let me think. She's gonna roll a history check. Lord Agyran, I don't know a whole lot. I think he ascended in the 1030s. I know he was really into wisdom over strength. I know he was one of the first to acknowledge the nobility. She's kind of like racking her brain. You could see like her eyes are like rolling back. She's like trying to access the deep memory core.
Yeah, well, just know that that's something that he's interested in, and that might help you get information.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I can definitely set a intern on that.
That's what interns are for.
Especially if you just go really like just be very mysterious and just go, I need this information immediately. No, you can't know why. Drives them insane. Oh, plus they
Grim's
need to...
expression is very much that would also drive them insane.
Alright, well, that was my update, that I had to fight a red dragon, but that seems like peanuts compared to everything else.
Well, it sounds like we're all gonna get in on the fun.
Yay. I thought I was supposed to be retired. I retired to a full-time job. Well, 2 full-time jobs, but I was supposed to be retired.
So was Ilya.
So was Ilya. Right, she seemed very busy, and I did not ask a lot of questions.
I was going to say, that wasn't the first time I've heard that in the past day.
Well, I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one coming out of retirement. We're going to probably see quite a few people if locks are being opened.
Including Tiamat. Well, hopefully not. But maybe.
Only if we can kill her this time. Anyway, have fun fighting a green dragon. Watch out for the birds. They will tell on you. They do shapeshift. They are easily distracted by talks of robot penises, though, as I have heard.
I beg your pardon.
What? What is the first? I have several questions.
So I was not with the party that fought Zilrus. I had actually split with the party due to some philosophical disagreements in which... Anyway, So I was off doing other things.
No, never mind. We'll save that spell slot.
There's a monologue token. I'm just saying.
Me.
Do it.
I call dibs.
Grim is also curious, but not curious enough to cast it. Monologue.
Monologue! Oh, fuck, I remember those days. I remember distinctly Karn saying that I would rather see rivers of blood running through the town rather than agree with lizard folk. That was a fun time. Well, I mean, it was slightly fun. I did set the precedent for climbing and breaking into Reg's windows, which was not a terrible... I mean, that was not a good time. The first time he had the windows warded, he's learned better since. Usually. I've learned better since. Alright, anyway, back on track.
Love a learning curve in a relationship. Back
Alright.
to robot penises, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a very long story. Let's just say that Alina is very good at distracting people by saying the most absurd things. And people includes green dragons.
Yes.
What is a robot, please?
So it is a mechanical pet made by some crazy wizards called artificers.
Like Nimblerites?
Grim is visibly sorry they asked.
And there was some discussion at that point as to whether the robot had or needed genitalia. It turns out the answer was no.
Well, which one was it? Did it need it or did it have it?
Neither.
Okay.
I don't know what a Nimblewright... Yes, actually, sort of. I think Nimblewrights have more intelligence. Anyway, it's a long story. Alina will happily tell it to you in a much better way than I can. My skills lie with sword tricks.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to after we're done with this.
Swapping.
We could still bring her.
With her and Say both present, I don't think we'd get anything done.
You'd either get too much done or nothing done. It would... It's your call, though.
Okay, well, I guess if we somehow get spotted, we have a diversion tactic ready?
Do you know why Tiamat has so many heads?
One for each color of the chromatic dragons.
But where did you get them?
I don't know. Gods, they're made in weird ways.
Alright, thank you.
Corinne is draining the dregs of coffee.
Yeah, you see
As this
Bones is
conversation's
doing the
wrapped up.
same thing. She's just like, and she, like, puts it down. Like, she drank it like it was a shot. Like, she set it down and she's just like, right, okay, I'm gonna go do 8 million things now. Great. Good to see you
Can
all.
I
Have fun.
Attempt to insight check whether this was a very bad, like her current... Is the coffee kicking in, and how bad an idea was it to let her drink that?
Sure.
Oh, 25.
25. It's a great insight check. She seems like she can do a lot of things very quickly right now. You get the feeling that she knows the effect that coffee has on her and made a there's a word for it, but I'm blanking on the word. She made an informed choice. Like, she knew what she was doing when she was like, I have to do literally 20 things.
She took her Adderall today.
She took her friend's Adderall today.
Oh no. Well
I'm...
then.
She took Say's Adderall today, let's say. Anyway. Yeah, no, she definitely she knows the effect that caffeine has on her. She made a very informed choice. She's like, I'm an adult, I'm going to have caffeine today.
Grim will thusly drop into awakened mind. It does sound like you'll be very busy. And like most of this is much higher priority. But if you do have enough, and all of this is telepathic, but they will sort of sort of a vague hand gesture in her direction.
Mm-hmm.
The question about a contact in the Nine Hells, if you have enough energy when the more urgent things are done.
Right, can do.
And they will nod. And they will toss a sugar cube at her.
She will
Just sort of
catch it
to bounce.
with
Delightful.
her mouth. Yes.
I was waiting.
I don't even have to roll a check, a dex check for that. She's a rard.
They are aiming to sort of bounce it off her shoulder a little bit.
You've
But
seen
she's-
Tabaxi move fast.
Mhm.
You have not seen a hasted Tabaxi yet.
Oh no, dear.
Fine.
This is fine.
Super fine.
Fabulous. Grim just stares a bit.
Right, I literally can't sit still any longer. Do your best. If you need help, shout. Get word to Uriel. We hear it through the grapevine, and we'll be there to help if you need to call the cavalry.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. And she will give you all a little cheeky salute, which it's not as cheeky as Alina's, but there's definitely some, that was picked up in the same place, as she very quickly ducks out of the place. She does leave 2 silver on the counter for Kalindra, who scoops it up.
Well,
Right. So to the court.
Yes.
Yes, I guess so. Erebus also leaves payment for Kalindra, and instructs Bianca to either take the sugar cube or leave it. Bianca takes the sugar cube and comes back to her shoulder.
oh,
Just pick one or the other, kiddo.
Yeah.
I mean, Kalindra could probably sell dragon-licked sugar cubes. I'm just saying.
yeah, probably
Probably.
Probably with a markup.
Truly.
These were blessed by a dragon.
Is she like eyeing the sugar cube?
She
bowl?
was thinking about it, you can see wheels turning. Kalindra's a little con artist, but you're putting her skills towards the slightly more legal side of things.
Is Kalindra gonna go swashbuckler when she gets a subclass?
Maybe.
Ooh.
That or mastermind, you guys don't know.
Oh,
Oh no.
Sure don't.
Grim will laugh a little bit, sort of gently, like thump her shoulder. 2 finger snaps to unsummon Bosun and then resummon him, and we'll put out their arm to sort of catch Bosun, the sleepy Bosun, as he appears in the air before them and drops into their arm, and we'll sling the haversack over their shoulders, ready to go.
Corinne is already heading towards the door. Has left the mug on the table and is just to the door.
Yeah, Helena's getting ready and on her way.
Okay. And then Erebus picks up her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Just kind of looks around in resignation. She's like, this has gotten weirder than she was expecting, but it's what it is at this point.
Mood.
As you all head out, whose passive perception is above a... Let me roll.
Corinne's.
16.
Erebus is
Everyone
16.
except Graham.
Meets it, beats it. Everyone except Grim. You
Never
notice
still
that
funny every time.
there is a tabaxi that has decided not to use roads, as roads are too slow, and is instead using rooftops.
Amazing.
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
okay.
Just top
All
speed
that.
across rooftops. It's just you just look and you see parkour out of the corner of your eye.
Wow, she really wasn't kidding about not being able to sit still.
Who?
Uh,
never forget that.
Erebus points toward the parkour.
And she's not doing fancy stuff or extra stuff. She's just moving in the most direct straight line possible.
Grim like glances in that direction, shrugs, and continues walking. Probably like breaking into a small jog to try to remotely keep up with the fast departing swashbuckler.
Yeah,
Rogues.
Corinne is not really waiting for anybody.
Rogues
Okay.
are fast. Caffeinated rogues are faster.
Caffeinated cat rogues are the fastest.
Hasted tabaxi is a terrifying idea.
It's actually worse because she's also a College of Swords bard. I think I did the math, and she can move like 180 feet per round. If
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's bananas.
like if you stack
That's
like
what-
haste and like her actual because her movement is like she gets 40 feet of movement, then she gets an extra 10 feet of movement for just being a sword bard, so that's 50. And then she can like double her movement once per turn as long as she didn't move in the round before. Yeah, it gets real gross and it stacks. She goes real fast.
I remember we did math at one point to determine like top speed of each party member, and I think our previous monk, I think, capped out at like, I forget what the numbers were, but like a 6-second, like, I think she could do a mile in like 3.5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something dumb like that.
Well then. That's not terrifying at all.
Because it's Wander, it wasn't.
Yeah, off to the Court of Miracles.
Court of Miracles.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
guess
know
so.
know your local court gate. Head on through. They're at the gate guard, keeping a kind of lazy guard. It's hard to say it's lazy. There is a short-haired, fair, medium-sized human playing with a yo-yo, just hanging out in a chair, just chilling. Gives you all a friendly wave as you come in.
Hi.
Hello.
Corinne just raises an eyebrow and then keeps walking.
Erebus waves back.
Doing, like you see Tab walk the dog. It's great. Got some cool ropes. They've learned some cool tricks. All right, as you head to the sparring field, a chair has been pulled out. As you head to the sparring field, there is a whole scene in front of you. A chair has been pulled out, and an old blind man sits in it drinking a mug of coffee. He seems unperturbed by the fact that there are two paladins squaring off in the sparring field, fully armored. One is an exceptionally this guy is tall. Like this, he's probably 6'4" and twice as wide as Uriel. And Uriel is he's not small. This guy is just. He's a brick house. Like, it is solid muscle all the way up. Like, could be a very small Goliath. In, like, bright gold and silver armor, with, like a blue tabard. Like, very much a paladin of Lathander. It is Lathander, I think. Morning Lord. I have to double guess now. Yes,
I think
Lathander.
so, if it's who I'm thinking, yeah.
I've been reading my Shakespeare, so my brain wanted to say Lysander, which is not correct.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you see it small. Aggressively small in comparison. Like, you don't notice how small Alina is until she stands next to one of her cousins. And then you realize that she is 5 foot tall. If she stands up real straight. Wearing a dark armor, bright red pants, like a lot of black and red accents. She looks like she's evil. She's very dramatic looking. And she and Lathander, you see her point her sword at him, and then they just start going full tilt combat.
Is this behind Jocelyn, or is Jocelyn facing this?
Jocelyn is facing
it doesn't make a
it,
difference
but he
to him.
doesn't.
He can hear it. Okay,
He doesn't
I'm
seem
trying to get the image right.
He's just like sipping coffee. You see that next to him, Say is like kind of just sitting next to Misha, also drinking a coffee, just watching these two paladins just full on battle.
Oh, what a good dog.
She seems amused. She does not seem concerned at all.
Suppose there's nothing else going on at the court.
It's good to practice.
They will have to come fight the dragon if we don't succeed, so it's good that they'll be ready.
I don't know if I'd call that practice. It looks very, very intense.
Say gives
We're
you
going to succeed.
Say gives you a wave as you all approach. It's somewhere between practice and a grudge match, I'd say.
Ah.
Who's grudge, please?
Well, I don't know. The tall one, who I assume from the cursing might be named Michael.
Why are there so many Michaels, please?
I don't know. Anyway,
Even I've noticed there are several Michaels, and I try very hard not to know.
I only know of the two Michaels, but anyway, that's the non-useless Michael.
So is that's not the is that the Pants Michael, or is that a different Michael?
No, Pants Michael is useless Michael.
They
Okay.
seem to be wearing pants, though.
That one is Michael Uriel's brother? I don't know. There was not a lot of things happening, and then all of a sudden, he came through the window and yelled, "Sneak attack!"
Corinne just kind of blinks a couple times and just like puts her fingers to her temples and just like, that's not how it works.
It
It's
really
a game that
isn't.
paladins play.
It really isn't, and I very nearly shot him. It was not a good time for him. I sleep with a lot of weapons. And two of them are guns.
Grim needs to inside check whether she's including Alina in that list as one of the weapons.
Sure.
Not amazing. That's a 15.
She's probably not including her account, but you get the feeling that was almost a joke. Like, no one is surprised to find out Say has 2 guns, a dagger, and a paladin in bed next to her.
Do you need to see how it plays out, or shall we just leave quietly?
I said goodbye, and then they squared off for this. You watch as Lathander, like, just shield bashes Alina, and Alina goes, like, it's like a good shove attack, goes about 10 feet in the wrong direction before just straight up just going at him with her flail. She is fighting with a flail today.
It's probably for the best that we're not taking her with us, because we want her at full health when we arrive, and there's no guarantees at this point.
I think yes, that's correct.
If you want her to come with us, I just need to shout, and that they will stop. Actually, I don't need to shout. You see her, she just pulls a gun, you see her load it, points it at the ceiling.
Grim is going to, like, not like touching her or putting their hand in front of the gun, but sort of like will hold up a hand in like a stop gesture. Please don't, and they'll pause and drop into awakened mind, like slight head tilt towards Corinne. You may not be allowed to come with us either.
You know I can make this gun make noise or no noise as I choose, right?
No.
I have an artificer as a best friend.
They are like retracting the hand and are looking curious. Like-
This is loud mode though, and you see her just shoot, and there's a huge, just bang, rips through the courtyard. Both paladins just stop mid attack and
Grim
just
winces.
watch her.
Corinne full body cringes. Like,
Eliana just flinches a tiny bit.
Erebus is just still like frozen, looking between everyone. Like, what? This conversation is moving 200 miles an hour. What is happening?
Grim will just sigh and say out loud, "I did try to warn you."
I'll show you quiet mode later. And Say will holster the gun. Look to the paladins. Alright, Alina, are you going to say goodbye to me, or are you going to let me just leave without a goodbye kiss? Alina definitely stops at that and heads on over. Alright, did you want... We're leaving now. Johnson, I think we're leaving now. Johnson, looks a little startled and off-put and is cursing after the gunshot. He looks like he might be a little disoriented.
Oh, buddy.
He is grumpy. And that did not
I
help.
mean, it's understandable.
He is muttering about, this is obviously not his first time dealing with a gunslinger, but also is not happy about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Much like Corinne. He's just saying all of Corinne's thoughts out loud.
Yep. Fully tracks.
Thank you for providing transport for us. Really appreciate you getting up this early to help out.
This is late, he says, and he just sips his coffee.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah. You're welcome, I guess. We gotta go find a tree.
Why?
Do you want to go fast? Or do you want to walk there?
Okay. Sure. Tree. Where do we find one of those?
He motions off to, there's a corner of this barn field that has like a decent-ish sized tree in it. It's bigger than a person, and that seems to be what is required of the situation, as he heads over to it.
Grim is sort of going to just sort of scan the group and try to get a handle on whether anyone has had a change of heart / whether Alita and Say are done saying goodbye yet.
Yeah. They kiss, but it's not anything that's not PG.
Mm-hmm.
And Alina will walk you all to the tree. Say has not invited her along, so it's up to you.
Does anyone in our group look like they've had a change of heart about anything after in the
Corinne
wake of
is
a
just focused
gunshot?
on the tree.
Yeah, just heading for the tree.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Erebus looks confused still, but she's going with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Grim has anything else then. We'll give Alina a little wave as they make their way to the tree.
She'll wave back. She looks tired. And maybe huffing a little bit. She might be a little winded after going full tilt and then suddenly stopping.
They will drop into awakened mind. You are tired because, and like tilts their head towards the field, or you are tired because you are cursed again, please?
Neither. You just see it. Roll, I don't know, insight, perception. Roll me something.
Insight 7.
She seems to be hinting at something that she is not willing to say out loud.
Huh. Grimble just sort of stop walking and is looking at her. Still telepathically, is there something we should know? Or I should know?
She tilts her head to the side like she's not sure how to answer that.
Will it keep?
I don't know if you should know, but I think you can figure it out. She just...
This Wickham doesn't try to be nice. They like there's sort of the expression goes kind of blank for a moment, and then aloud they will call after her. I will curse you when we return. Like clearly joking, and then they will turn to follow the others to the group.
Oh no, I'm very scared. I don't live with a bunch of priests and can cure myself of curses. Don't get eaten by dragons, please.
I will if I want to.
I won't.
I mean, if it's your prerogative. Say, just don't, like, think about what I would do and don't do it. You say laugh. She shakes her head. Ever since I drop-kicked that Duragar, she's been very concerned about my decision-making processes.
Cannot possibly imagine why.
I can't either. I am a very responsible leader of a well-functioning adventuring party. Shall we go?
Yeah, yes.
Through the tree.
I think this is going very well already.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so you see Jazin, he kind of motions to the tree, and you see the tree opens up.
Ooh.
We haven't seen this in action before, have we? I know Kara sent a minion to us via plants, but
I think
I don't
she
think any of
sent
us
you
have
all
seen this
via plants.
Oh, that's right. She sent us back, didn't she? Okay, so we
I
have seen it
forgot.
before.
I
Never
thought Bones teleported us back.
Oh no, you're right. Bones did teleport you back because she got to throw the Olithid in the kiln.
Oh,
never mind
right.
again.
That was a good time.
She gave Reg a crepe.
What a good day. So the tree opens before us.
The tree opens before you. There is a forest on the other side.
All right.
Corinne blinks a couple times, and then it's just like, sure, this is happening, and then just like sprints through.
Magic,
swears
am
an
I right?
Elvish and runs after her.
And Eliana goes through. She looks over her shoulder and then goes through, to be more precise.
And then Erebus will follow.
And Say will dramatically bring up the rear.
Tree travel.
Tree travel. I wish I could travel via plans. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's so convenient.
Fast travel and prestidigitation and maybe alter self are like the only spells that I am concerned about. Like, everything else is... Those are the 3 spells that I want.
Not fireball.
I do not
No.
find a good use for fireball in my everyday life, but I do have anger
Yeah.
problems, so I feel like that would be a bad decision for me to get fireball.
Sometimes I think about fireballing opposing counsel, but I'm not actually allowed to do that.
No.
It doesn't count if you don't cast it all together and you don't throw the fireball. You just do the somatic components under your hands. Alright. I believe you find yourselves in in a forest.
Forest. Okay.
First things first, we should try not to be seen as much
Yes.
as possible.
About how far are we away from Ravenhome at this point? Like, does it look like the forest is actively trying to keep us out?
No, I mean, yes. So this looks, it looks cleared. So let me just move you guys to the map. This is not exactly
Okay.
where you are yet, but this is a good example of what the forest looks like.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Thank you. I made it
Ooh.
myself.
Yes.
Ooh.
I
What
love
a lovely
it.
little bridge.
Yeah.
Ooh,
On a
okay.
mossy rock.
So since the forest is fine, I'm guessing it's not quite time to cast Pass Without Trace yet.
Yeah, you guys are not
Okay.
in the bad part yet.
Okay.
You do see like smoke in the distance, though.
Oh, good. Okay, I guess we're going toward the smoke.
Yes, that's where we're going.
Right.
All
Are there any birds? Can I detect the presence of any birds other than the one
Sure.
crooked in my arm with tentacles?
Choose a skill check and roll it.
I would also like to look for birds.
I will
I'm not
also
good
look
at
for birds.
anything that would be bird finding, so I'm just going to roll nature and see what happens. Hey, nat 20!
Nice.
Nice.
So that's a 21.
So, Grim, I feel like Grim's got a lot of situational awareness, especially when outside of the city. Like, the city comes naturally to Grim, like the forest might not.
Yeah.
And you kind of notice that it is very quiet. Like, really quiet.
Too quiet.
It's not even so much too quiet as like ominous, but like you don't hear birds, you don't hear like small animals or anything chittering. Like it feels like a lot of the small prey has been flushed from this area.
Like there is a very large predator and also a force of nature.
Yeah, very much so.
They'll say out loud, sort of questioningly, because they don't really trust their perception. No birds, I believe.
Apparently not.
Seems like we might be okay for now then.
Well, keep alert. The second you start seeing nature, it is probably not our friend.
Even more than usual.
I mean,
Well,
it's never
one
our friend, really, let's be honest.
I was wrong. There's one bird, and Grim will sort of toss Bosun gently into the air. And he's awake now, so he'll catch himself and fly a little circle around the group.
Yeah, but he doesn't count.
He's kind of a bird.
He's not really a bird.
He's a bird for all the purposes that he wants to be a bird.
Can I ask Bosun, like, I'm going to look at Bosun, sort of watch Bosun fly for a moment, and then I would like to instruct Bosun that basically, well, no, it can't be basically, it has to be a thorough instruction that can be misinterpreted by Bosun. If you begin hearing voices other than ours, or if something asks you to watch us, please let me know. Drop that in the chat.
He trills in assent.
Delightful. Towards the smoke, then.
What's the smoke?
For the smoke then.
How far away does the smoke look?
You guys are probably about a mile out.
All right.
Alright, so it won't be long before the forest starts fighting us.
Yeah.
Bianca, can you fly ahead a little ways and just like see if you see anything upcoming, and fly back and report back? She has advantage on perception checks.
Okay, I'll roll a perception check.
Do I roll that?
Yes, for Bianca.
Okay. That's gonna be with advantage. A 22.
Okay. Bianca happily tells you that people are coming.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Very fast.
All right. Great. All right. I relay this information to the group.
And that there are more people following them. And that they are very
Great.
big.
All right. People are coming, so I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace, and I'm just gonna let people know. Bianca says people are coming, and then also that more people are coming after them.
Oh, good. Make yourself scarce. It's probably refugees fleeing, but you never know.
Actually, can you roll me a survival check for... Yeah, can you roll me a survival check for Bianca?
Survival. That is wisdom.
Yes.
Yes.
Wisdom-based.
Wisdom. All right. That's a 15.
15. She kind of fluffs a bit, and then she's like, "No, not. It's people being chased by not people."
Oh,
good.
okay. Bianca says it's actually people being chased by not people.
Oh. Well. Do what you like then. And Corinne ducks behind a tree and hides.
Yeah, Grim was already going to be looking for a hiding place.
Yeah, and Erebus has cast Pass Without Trace just to help.
Yeah.
Eliana is also going to try and hide.
If everyone can put themselves on the map here, in this general area.
Oh no, I have to
Are
zoom
you-
back
are you
out so I
pinging?
can see. If you could ping again, please. I was zoomed all the way in on some leaves. Ah, thank you. Do you want this sort of in tree hiding,
Yeah,
tree
wherever
attempting to
you'd be
hide position,
hiding
or
is
okay?
fine also.
Oh, it's so pretty. Is this Dungeon Alchemist or is this something
This
else?
is Dungeon Alchemist. Yeah, I made this in Dungeon Alchemist. It's even prettier in Dungeon
Alright.
Alchemist.
How do I put myself on the map?
You grab your. You see where your character in character sheet is in the journal.
Oh.
You grab basically the picture of your token, or you grab your character's name and just drag and drop onto the map. Yay! Oh, that's Say.
It
Also
is.
still
I don't
cute.
have a good say token for some reason, because I guess I made new ones when, or she isn't in my library for
Oops.
whatever reason. Actually,
Accidentally.
give me a second while you guys are getting
Gotta
yourself
get-
figured out.
Oh, there's two of me.
Oh, there are.
Not anymore. Oh, are there toadstools? There are. There's little toadstools and flowers.
There are.
Oh, I love it.
I do not appear to.
I don't think you had it. I think there was some trouble and you didn't have a token.
Yeah, I think I was
Oh.
using a placeholder token last time. Works.
Oh, there's Say.
Oh, hello, Say.
Yeah, I had to shrink her. I just
Say.
imported her. And then we've got. Let me find you a person.
Okay, and I will try to find something for our next session.
I have a great avatar generator that I can send
Fantastic.
you.
See, that'll be a fun exercise for the next week.
Yes.
That is a deathlock. You guys don't. You are not a deathlock.
No, thank you.
Maybe not.
No, thank you.
You probably. I mean, that's a. Sorry. I
alright.
haven't used Roll20 in so long that now I'm like, I switched over to a new system to try and learn it, and now I've unlearned Roll20 somehow.
Mm.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Where's my... Oh, what?
Liz dropped an
Oh, okay.
avatar maker.
Yes.
Where's my Pathfinder people?
Ooh, that is a good one.
It's my favorite pack. Except I can't find it. Where the heck is everything? I think it's in free assets. Sorry, y'all.
No worries.
Totally fine.
We can spend some more time admiring this amazing map.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
things to admire.
It's such a good map.
Thank you.
I would, if I didn't have a feeling that something was about to pop off, I would volunteer to jump into DM mode and do the avatar.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Well, but I am afraid I might see too many things.
You probably.
Oh, what is that next to the bridge?
Is it a mushroom?
That little, they are mushrooms.
It's a signpost.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
It looks like some sort of structure. There's so
Here
many
you are.
different
That's
plants.
you today.
Great. Very good.
There's ferns,
Where was gonna be?
sticks. I realize this sounds ridiculous. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, there's sticks, but it's so
No,
cool.
I spent a lot of time on this, so I'm excited that you all are
Yeah.
excited. I promise you, I will never
Okay.
be like, really, guys. It's just.
I do not appear to be able to move this. Oh wait, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how you hate enthusiasm.
We'll just be in this tree.
How dare you RP and enjoy the things I make for you? Well, watch as Say climbs up a tree. And she does not climb up a tree in a
Oh.
traditional way. She walks up a tree.
I love
That's
those
fine.
boots of hers.
This. Alright, and as you all kind of look down the road to see who is coming, as,
Oh, Corinne is also gonna put the hood up on her cloak. In preparation.
Right, okay, so, crap. I misread the thing. Sorry, all. I promise I will iron out these, a little bit more next time.
Worries. I'm actually going to take this 30 seconds to go grab some Oreos. We'll be back
That's
in
a
30
good
seconds.
this is a good time to grab some Oreos.
I'm gonna refill my water
Yes.
I want Oreos. I do not have them. I'm gonna get more water.
So sad.
I am back.
Okay. Alright, so as you all look down the road and prepare for what is coming next, you see a few people, probably about 5 of them actually, spill out of the woods. Drag.
Like humanish or humanoid.
Should be on the map now. Hopefully. Maybe.
Not.
Working on it. God dang it.
Yeah.
It's a combination of me just flailing and also Roll20 just not doing the thing.
And it's usually the way of it.
Layer.
In a way that it is.
There we go.
Oh, they're so cute. Look at all
Okay.
those villagers.
Aww.
Is.
Hey.
So as you all look up, you see you see 5 humans dash from between the trees. A limping man with 3 young children race towards you, while a woman carrying a large rounded shield and a broken spear turns and faces back the direction she came, as everyone goes to cross the bridge.
Does the woman with the shield you said,
Yeah.
just shield and any like, does
Shield-
she look like
a
she
shield
actually
and
has
a-
any martial?
Ish. She's not wearing any armor. She is carrying a shield and a broken spear. She does not. She looks like there's grim determination on her face. She is definitely just doing her best to buy this group some time to escape. And I think it's time for everyone to roll initiative.
That tracks.
That's fun.
Awesome. Okay.
Whee!
Oh
Damn,
wow! Look at you.
Well,
Hey, that's pretty good for me.
It's gonna be a 7 for me.
Let me add. It's just some janky things in Roll20 right now that are driving me bonkers. Like if someone's too close to the top of the map, I can't add them to the turn order.
well, that's rude.
Oh, that's very weird.
Like the menu cuts off.
It's very weird.
Well, 20, you're drunk.
Is at all time.
Drunk, go home.
All right. You roll initiative for say. Boy. So that's not 20.
Ooh. Nice.
Which feels oddly appropriate.
Yes.
In her head, Corinne is just praying, like, please let's say have the silencer on.
That's the thing is she usually does, honestly. So to show that she is in fact a rogue, Say rolled a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Yeah,
Ooh,
rogue
boy.
things.
Nice.
Yep.
Alright, let's add these fuckers to the 10.
Erebus also needs to be added to the...
Oh, yes, okay. Add turn. What did you roll?
7.
7? I'm just going to pick one of the villagers to add as a turn, and the villagers can go on the same initiative.
As is right and proper.
We've made it this far together. Oh, that broken spear is a very vivid detail.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 20. Stop it. Alright. And then these fuckers are getting added, but they're not here yet.
Oh, no thank you.
Don't worry. Guess what? That's... you.
It's nothing, it's fine.
Oh, good.
Cool. Hi, new friends.
Turn, and then...
Oh. Okay.
Oh!
Okay. Well, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. That's as a purpose.
Okay.
I couldn't tell yet, but
As behind them, coming out of the trees, are 2 of the biggest trolls you have ever seen and or heard of.
oh, those are such good tokens.
They really are. I lucked out on that.
Terrifying. Well done.
Let's see. That one is a 6.
Next time Bianca says not humans, I'm gonna have to ask what size.
She got confused. They have
Yeah,
roughly
no,
the
it's
same
fine.
amount
She's
of
baby.
limbs in order of
Doesn't know.
in the
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we're all very large to Bianca.
That's true.
All right. Say is up first.
Good luck with that, Say.
Whelp.
Whelp.
Say loves tall things.
Say does love tall things, as I know you at least know, Hannah.
Grim does not, but I do.
Let's see. That's 5. That's 20, 30, 60. Great. Yeah, you see her jump out of the tree, duck and roll, and just straight up dash across that bridge. That's her bonus action. As her action, she is going to cast a spell. She's going to cast Compelled Duel.
Oh, that's fun.
So the creatures need to make at least the creature in front of her. Actually, no, she wouldn't cast on the creature in front of her. She's going to cast it on the one that is not directly in front of her. It's tactics. She's going to cast Compelled Duel, and that is a Wisdom saving throw. Which these creatures are super mediocre at. Okay. And it fails, so both of these creatures immediately look at this gunslinger that has just decided to impose herself in the middle of everything. That is going to probably work out well for her. That's her turn, because Compelled Duel is an action. No, it's a bonus action. She cast it as an action, though, so that's what she got.
Delightful.
Eliana, it is your turn.
All right. Eliana is going to... She's going to move up.
Eliana, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Oh, seems fine.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's extremely fine.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look up the things. I didn't think you guys were gonna do that.
Classic D&D.
I didn't think I was going to either, but I had to get in range for the thing. So
No, it's not about getting close. It's about where you stepped.
Yep.
You need to make a charisma.
Mushrooms.
You're in a mushroom circle. You make a charisma saving throw, please.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank God, she's good at this.
You feel a tug as you are pulled somewhere that you're pretty sure you don't want to go right now. You stand pat. But something happened when you stepped into that circle of mushrooms.
Cool. All right. Any sense of what happened, or just a general feeling at this point?
A general feeling of trying to be pulled somewhere else and then not.
Cool. Okay. From this location that Alana's pretty sure she's going to want to get out of as soon as she can, she gestures towards the creature who is 60 feet, okay, not who Say did not cast a spell on. Wisdom save, please.
Okay, so the one she cast a spell on is this one here. So the one she did not cast a spell on is that one.
So this is the one who Eliana would be targeting then?
Yes. She squared off against green, and then cast a spell on red to try and pull. She's trying to tank basically. She's trying to pull all the attention on her and away from the woman with the spear.
Okay. Thinking about what Eliana knows about that. Okay, then I think she would need to move a little bit more in order to get within range then. Let's try that and square up. Yes, anything happened when she stepped out of the mushroom circle?
Nope.
Okay.
You were unaffected by the mushroom circle.
Okay. So this one will now need to make a wisdom save.
Okay. It is a 7.
Yep, that is a fail. And so she was going for polymorph on that one. So now I need to decide what kind of animal she turns that one into. Something. She wants something that's not threatening, but that is going to be easy to keep tabs on.
A turtle.
Sounds great. That one is now a turtle.
That's delightful.
Let me grab a turtle.
While you're grabbing the turtle, DM, do we know what languages trolls speak out of curiosity?
You can roll me a check, whatever you want.
Okay. Let's call it. Can we call it a history check?
Sure.
Cool. It's a 14.
You know that some speak giant.
Oh, poo. That's not helpful. It's fine.
Poor thing.
That's all right. We'll just shoot it. That usually works.
And there's your turtle. I'm so happy that I found a decent turtle.
That's a really
so
good
cute.
turtle.
The map situation is just Roll20 sucks, but the map situation is coming up great tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
It's so cool. So bonus action, Eliana is going to call out to say, "Don't hit the turtle, hit the other one. You're going to do great."
Right.
D6 inspiration die to stay, please.
Wonderful, yes.
And then with Eliana's last 10 feet of movement, she's going to move back into the trees and not through the mushroom circle.
Okay. Grim, you're up.
All right. It looks like has from where I am standing with my passive perception of 12. Does it look like the woman is planning to stay put? Like, is she still squaring off, or does she look daunted now there's giant trolls?
It's less she's been running from the giant trolls. It's less that she saw Say kind of step in and is like, "Oh God, thank you," and she looks like she's about to bolt.
Okay.
There is actual real adventurers with non-broken weapons here now, and she is happy to leave it to the professionals.
Okay. Then Grim is going to go ahead and remember they can't move by the arrow. Move 30 feet forward out of the trees. And will cast Eldritch Blast on this one.
Sure do.
Let me double check. I believe I get 2 beams at this level. Sure do. So, oh, well, that's a 1. That's not great. Yeah, I am. That's a 11, which I'm 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, I am not going to burn a luck at this point in my life. So Grim casts Eldritch Blast, misses badly, stands pat, and is swearing quietly but intensely
Mm-hmm.
in Elvish. That's my turn!
Sounds good. Corinne, you're up.
Question: did we establish that we were actually hidden?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna say you guys had a chance to hide. You guys have passed without a trace on. Short of shenanigans, I don't think any of you can literally roll less than their passive perception. So
Delightful. So Corinne is going to knock an arrow in her short bow, because we are just within range of this meanie, who is the big ol' red guy.
Mhm.
And we are hidden, so we have advantage. And there's the shot. Oh no. That's a 12.
12 misses.
Yeah, it sure does. Welp. Cool. So that's the action. We're gonna go ahead and move to this other tree, and we're gonna use a bonus action to dash just enough to get like behind it
Okay.
and get some cover.
Sure.
And that's gonna do it.
Okay. Erebus, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike. Then shoot the one remaining non-turtle troll, I should say.
Mhm.
With my longbow. That's gonna be
Come on, ranged attack that lands.
that's a
Please.
17.
17
like
hits. Yep.
Yes. All right.
yes.
Fantastic. So then, Ensnaring Strike, which I'm going to use I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Mhm.
To get an extra 3d6 of damage, along with Erebus's damage roll on the longbow. So that's gonna be a d8. That is 6 damage with the longbow, and then 3, 5. Extra 11 damage from Ensnaring Strike. There she is.
Yeah, Discord did a thing.
No.
Oh, dear.
Alright, how much damage was that?
So it was, shoot, how much is, okay.
It's on the
6
bow
damage
and
with
I
11.
the
heard a total
bow.
of 17.
Yeah, a total of 17. So 6 with the bow and 11 extra from the Ensnaring Strike.
And what damage
Then-
type is Ensnaring Strike?
It is piercing. It's all piercing damage.
Delightful.
Yes.
So it was
and
17
then-
total? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Erebus gets an extra attack, so she'll shoot again. Which is also a 17 to hit.
That also hits.
And that is going to be 7 piercing damage. And then with Ensnaring Strike,
I hate to be that person, but
no,
Ensnaring Strike
that's right. It doesn't
requires-
take the.
Yeah, it requires a saving throw from the target as
Oh.
well.
Oh, it does. Okay.
My ranger in
So-
another campaign has this spell.
Yes.
What sort of saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
So it says while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. It's going to be 3d6 because I'm using it as a level 3 spell.
It definitely succeeded at saving throw.
Okay. And then a creature restrained by the vines and use its action to make a strength saving throw. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, never mind then.
No worries.
Not restrained anymore. That is fine.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
That'll do it. damage and then just kind of sitting in the tree, waiting for another chance to shoot.
Sure.
And Bianca is not gonna bother with trolls because she is tiny and trolls are tough.
Smart girl.
Love her.
So Say is going to look at the situation. Fuck. Nope.
Don't the trolls go?
Trolls go. Trolls go. Sorry, y'all. It is.
I would.
I had no
Yeah.
work today, and I am still crispy fried.
Totally.
The troll is going to
Relatable.
attack Say, and for some reason, my brain flipped that.
I would rather have Say attack the troll.
I'm
but
sure.
alas.
But alas,
So she'll get her chance.
don't worry. The troll only makes several attacks.
That's
Oh,
fine.
that's fine.
Let me grab a. Alright,
Thanks, I hate it.
let me grab because she's actually in combat in the other encounter that I'm in, so let her have her sheet up in, so I have to grab her actual hit points.
At least, I mean, not that I want Say to be injured, but she does. I'm assuming she has more hit points than this shield lady. I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I shouldn't judge shield lady. She may be an absolute monster.
She's trying. She's trying her
But-
bestest. I mean, even if she was a retired adventurer, she's got a broken spirit. She looks rough.
Mhm. Like,
Okay.
if she's lucky, she has double digits.
Yeah.
If she's lucky.
I was looking at the AC. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so time for the troll to make 5 attacks.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
5.
So many.
Wow.
I'm so glad we got rid of one of
Yeah.
them.
How many attacks does the turtle make? We'll find out.
It's not even on the initiative order anymore.
No,
It was
it's
a
not.
1, I remember.
Yeah, it's on the initiative order. It's hidden because I moved the token.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
All right, the first one is a hit. Oh no. Oh, never mind. She's resistant to poison damage.
Hey!
Of course she is. Sure. Why not?
Good work, Say.
She's got a
The
cloak of
spidery thing.
spiders.
Oh.
The cloak of arachnida. That is a miss. That is a miss. That is a miss.
What's her AC?
18.
Nice.
You see her. She's got her gun in one hand, and she's pulled a shield in the other. A shield emblazoned with the gunslinger symbol. And this one's rolling like shit, but that hits too. And that is okay. She looks kind of fucked up, but still resolved.
That seems like her normal state, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. She also doesn't seem like she doesn't seem like, oh god, I'm bleeding. She seems like, yeah, this is my life. I get the shit beat out of me repeatedly. That's what I get. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Villagers are going to dash.
Good choice,
Good.
villagers.
Very good.
Self-preservation. It's great. If they're really villagers.
Oh no,
Don't you dare.
Oh.
that's not what we want.
He
Oh.
can only move half speed because he's injured,
Oh.
and she's little, so she can only get there. That's their turn. Oh, no, it's Mom's turn. She decides that discretion is the better part of valor, and that the gunslinger that just straight up bodied several blows by a goddamn dire troll has it well in hand, and she's gonna dash.
Is she within the troll's reach? He looks like he has a very long reach.
She does have a very long reach, and she will get an attack of opportunity against her.
Oh.
However,
I
compelled.
don't want to know.
I have to double check because he has compelled duel on him.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
So I think he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I was just wondering what his reach is. Betting that it's a lot.
Spellbook, compelled duel. Disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you. Must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you. Okay, so... No, that one doesn't have... yeah, that one is the one with Compelled Duel on it. Good job, team!
Cavaliana, yeah.
Good tactics.
Good
So it will
choice.
make an attack of opportunity, but it does have disadvantage.
Roll low, roll low.
You see it reach out to kind of take one of these giant axes and just slash out at her. And you see him fumble and Say take the opportunity to just turn her gun just a little bit and put a bullet in him. Because that was a natural 1.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, she gets to put a bullet in him. You notice that there's a soft pew noise as she shoots. Most of you don't get to hear it. I think Corinne and whoever's passive perception is higher than 18.
Yup.
Yep, there's my passive on this character sheet. Yep, hear that.
Corinne looks over, like, looking horrified because she thinks that Say's gun has broken.
I love it.
Dice. And I'm pretty sure since she's a swashbuckler, she gets... Let's see, let's roll base damage first.
Oh, yeah,
As
it's
long-
not her turn, so...
Yeah, you get sneak attack on any turn, and it applies as long as there's no one else except for your target within 5
Yeah.
feet of you.
That's fun.
Let's see. Okay. You see a spurt of blood come from this thing's, like, forearm as she puts her a bullet into it at point blank range.
Wow.
And the spirit lady gets away, or gets further away at least.
Yay! Love that for her.
Okay. The turtle, I'm pretty sure when they're polymorphed, has the mind of a turtle.
Yep.
Turtle's like water. Turtle's like...
Oh, I love it.
He's decided that combat is not for him, and he would like to take a swimmy swim.
Yes.
Relatable.
Let me look up turtle speed. Hold on.
I love this turtle.
I
I'm gonna be
love
so sad when it
D&D.
gets back to
I
neutral.
love that
Yeah.
this is a
Same.
thing. Oh, he can move 15 feet. He is.
Oh, wow!
He can get.
Be
He's
in the water.
so close to the
Turtles
water.
can motor when they choose.
Yes.
My friend has a turtle, and he's like, "Is that food? I'm coming for it."
Actually, I think he gets all the way in the water. He's doing a little swimmy swim. He's having a good time.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so happy for
baby.
him.
I'm just sad that he's not an actual turtle. That's going to be affecting him in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay. This guy probably could swim in his other form.
Maybe he'll remember how much he likes swimming and prefers it to combat, and it will be a changed role. That's how that works, right?
That's common behavior in most trolls.
Sorry, I'm checking the stats for a turtle that I did not know I needed to have up.
D&D is wonderful.
It's all fine.
Okay, so that's his turn. Say changes guns.
Oh no.
Say pulls out a gun that some of you recognize very much.
Oh no.
Yeah, Corinne's even more convinced that her other gun broke.
Say points the gun at the troll.
Please be quiet, please be quiet.
You don't hear so much other than a whoosh of fire.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It fails. I gotta just gonna use the math for this roller. Dice roller. because it will be faster and do the math for me.
We love technology.
I like that it's like Fireball 8d6 is already programmed in there.
Dice roller knows what's up.
Yeah, you just see flames hit this thing. And then she's going to shoot it again with the same gun, but she can't make fire happen again, sadly. Let's see here. And you hear an angry click from the gun as she curses in Elvish.
Oh, this one broke too.
This one definitely.
No.
This one makes like some little snick noise, and you feel like something happened. As her action, bonus action to change guns. Yeah. She just spits out some blood and squares up. Now, Leanya, your turn.
Okay. Well, Say did it first, so.
Well,
When in doubt, fireball the troll.
Yeah. Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
It is good tactics.
Yeah. So I will roll damage, and the troll will need to make a dex save.
Yeah. That's okay. Trolls are real good at dexterity.
They seem like an agile type of creature.
Okay, and that's 3 ones that turn into 2s.
That's a 7.
And that's
boy.
a fail, so that's 28 total points of fire damage.
Oh my goodness.
dang.
Nice. I'm assuming that you'd cast it so it didn't hit Say.
Yep.
Say
Say is not in the radius.
Yeah, Say doesn't look at all like surprised or perturbed. Like these tactics do not seem to faze her at all. She's got that vibe of someone who is very used to having fireballs go off very close to her head.
She's seen some shit.
Grim is up.
Delightful. Continue moving on. We'll move on to the bridge. Oh, actually, would I have seen the turtle troll moving?
Yeah, if you
Or
were
would that-
looking for it, he wasn't like
Okay.
stealth. He's a pretty big turtle. Like apparently he's a medium-sized turtle. So like,
Okay, let me
5-foot
check.
big boy.
I mean he's like a large turtle. He is very visible. He is not one.
You would
that
see him at the zoo in his own enclosure.
Yes.
I didn't roll Bosun into the initiative. Can I have Bosun act on my turn?
Yes,
He's just
you
going to be
can.
doing an
Yeah.
observation thing. Okay. Grim would like to ask Bosun. Let me actually double check whether I have to need an action for this. I don't think so, since I'm not asking him to attack.
Yeah, if you're just asking him to watch, then I'll give that.
Yeah,
to you for
talking
free.
is okay, cool. Yeah, Grim is going to send Bosun to just sort of keep eyes on the turtle is Bosun's goal. So that would
Okay.
be Bosun's movement and dash
Yeah.
to get there.
Bosun flaps on that little mossy rock and is having the best time.
He is always living his best Bosun life. Grim's movement gets them onto the bridge. Villagers are moving, so that's fine. They're going to grit their teeth and reattempt this Eldritch Blast situation.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can land even one beam this time. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Okay. So there's an 18, and I will use a luck point to reroll the first one. So 18 and 21.
Both hit.
Okay. A little more like that. For fuck's sake. I'll be changing dice before my next turn if there's another round. So 6 points of force damage, and morale has improved. 6 points and 13 points, so that is a total of 19 points of force damage for the turn, and the troll is pushed 20 feet this direction.
Okay. I can actually move him off the map, but we'll go like there.
It's the spirit of the thing. So, all right, that's Grimm's turn.
Okay. Corinne, you're up.
Corinne kind of swears under her breath a little bit as she sees the troll get pushed.
Oh, sorry, Corinne.
It's fine. She'll get over it.
Eventually.
So she will sprint onto the bridge, bump past Grimm, like maybe a little bit more bodily than necessary. And this is about the extent of her dash movement, and she will ready a cantrip. She's gonna ready Green Flame Blade for when the troll comes back into melee range.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Erebus, you're up.
Okay, well, now that the troll is no longer quite up in Say's business, let's see. Erebus is going to cast Lightning Arrow, and next time you make a ranged weapon attack during a spell's duration, the weapon's ammunition transforms into a bolt of lightning. Target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit, or half as much on a miss, instead of the weapon's normal damage.
Ranger spells are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger spells are extremely cool.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
All right. So then, all right, 48, I guess.
Dang right.
Let's see. Where's my other? Okay, here we go. 9 for the first two, and additional 4 for the second two, so that's 13 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then Erebus is going to make another attack, just regular this time. Oh my goodness, that is a 23 to hit. And so that's an additional 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Nice. Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll do it. We're going to stay in the tree.
Okay, its turn. It took fire damage this round, which is not at all relevant, I promise. He's gonna square up against both of you.
And he gets an attack because I readied an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with Green Flame Blade, it's making the weapon attack as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that with the rapier. So it's a it's a 13.
13 misses.
Yeah, it sure does.
You were flanking, though.
Is he considered Harry?
Yeah,
Say?
you're flanking with Say because I count flanking as in combat with more than 2 people or more than 1 person.
Oh, well, that's a crit then.
That's a crit. So
Slightly different.
That's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad for him. He's gonna have a bad time. So we also do an extra, normally 1d8 fire damage to the target, but because it's a crit, it's gonna be an extra 2d8. So we're gonna do a lot of math.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's real high too. Okay, so it's 15 points of fire damage. And then, 14, 29, oh boy, 29, 30, 36, 46
How do you want to do
points.
this?
Yes.
So as it comes up, approaching, like, with arms getting ready to swing, I think Corinne slips in, like, just under its ribs,
Mm-hmm.
and finds, like, a vulnerable spot, like, where his liver is, and just, like, skewers while, she casts an infernal. So there's just this, like, horrifying, like, hellish exclamation that comes out of her mouth as green flames spring from her blade and just, like, spiral around it and then, like, shoot into the wound that she has made.
Nice.
That's very cinematic.
Yeah.
She was real mad about missing the first time.
Oh no.
You see as kind of calm falls him on the battlefield, say watches, looks actually very impressed, genuinely is like, very, very good. This is a very efficient group.
You know, I like to be known for my efficiency. It's a mark of professionalism, in my opinion.
Really is.
Grim is gonna walk past the villager because they're Grim.
But yeah, we still have how long does polymorph last?
Like
And
an
yeah,
hour.
it's
An
like
hour.
standing at the
hour?
end, like
Yeah.
leaning
Long
just
gone
a little
by the
bit
time it
over the
turns
edge
back.
of the bridge, watching the turtle swim.
Turtle's having a happy time. He's found some like little guppies and he's just a munch. He's having a good
no.
day. He's living his best turtle life. And we're out of initiative.
This one seems very content.
Do we have any concerns about it turning back on us at some point in the future?
I mean, as long as we're well out of the way.
Corinne looks to Eliana. How long was it going to be like that?
About another... lasts for an hour, so 58 minutes.
Oh, that's... Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Definitely be well out of range by then.
Or unless I get hit and lose focus, but
Well, that's my job.
To get hit and lose focus?
She just points to, like, she got has a bloody nose, she just points to it.
I told you
what
she has bad ideas like me. I don't know
What
how I
happens-
knew, but I knew.
What happened to your guns? They stopped working.
Only the one. This one, and she holds up the big, honking, dragon-shaped gun. It gets a bit temperamental once I shoot flames from it. The other one's fine. I told you, it had a quiet mode.
Well, you said that, but I didn't actually believe you.
I'd be hurt, but I understand.
Eliana's gonna throw a healing word towards the injured villager. Just a basic level 1.
Sure.
Oh.
He stands up straighter. You see as combat ends, like, he stands here, his wife moves here, and all three of their daughters kind of gather around them, like, vaguely concerned as to what is going on, but seem to be under the impression that you're definitely not threatening them.
Are you all right?
The gentleman, he's got a meat cleaver in one hand. He kind of is breathing heavily. It's been a rough day.
Why were those trolls chasing you?
Trying to escape?
Ravenhome?
He nods.
Bad is it?
Most everyone's gathered at the keep. That's been pretty useful. We're a bit further out than everyone else. We thought we'd make a run for it.
Gathered to be safe or gathered
To be
by
safe.
the dragon?
They're holding the keep for now.
Alright.
There are survivors. Okay, that's good. Is it definitely a green dragon?
He nods.
Well, that's better than other situations.
He blinks at you.
It's as you say, it's been a day, and I think it's what, 8:30?
Maybe.
Right. Do you have somewhere you can go to be safe?
We were gonna head to Waterdeep.
Oh, they're ready for you.
Well,
Keep running and don't stop if you don't have to.
he nods. There's we saw some people leave a little earlier today. We're hoping to meet up with them.
Okay, so if you're holding the keep and some people have been able to get out, the situation isn't as bad as I was expecting, which gives us some time at least.
Grim will, who's still watching the turtle, will glance over their shoulder for just a moment, via awakened mind to Erebus. Can you ask what else is in town other than the dragon, please?
She is a little bit startled to receive an awakened mind message from Grim, but nods, covers it, mostly, and turns to the man, and says, "What else is in town other than the dragon? Has the army begun assembling?"
I mean, we never really had much of an army. It's just, a few guards and some people who knew how to use spears. And he motions.
No, I'm sorry. I meant the dragon's army.
Oh, they're a bit disorganized. That's why we thought we would be able to sneak through. Just got caught by a patrol. Seems like a lot of these fellas, and he kind of motions to the troll that's still there. As well as a bunch of people that look like giant lizards.
Okay. Anything else we should be aware of?
A lot of the lizards people are on patrols, and they keep crocodiles as pets.
Okay. That's definitely good to know ahead of time. Then, trolls and lizard people and crocodiles. So that's very good to know.
Safe passage on the way to Waterdeep. There's a if you can find your way to the Court of Miracles, when you get there, ask around. Someone will be able to get you there, and you can get tended to. Find a hot meal, something like that. There, they've got a pretty good setup for taking care of this sort of situation.
And there will be other survivors there if you're looking for anyone.
Good to hear. Yeah, most of us in Ravenhome live in small family compounds, so we're missing quite a few people.
Well, good luck and safe travels to you.
Thank you. And they'll take off at a slightly more reasonable pace.
Liana will start crossing the bridge, and she'll mention to Erebus and Grim, but also Corinne, and say we'll be able to hear. Don't step in that mushroom circle, or any others.
Oh. Erebus looks over at it. She was busy getting up in a tree earlier. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the warning. Are you alright?
Yeah, it felt like it was trying to tug me away, but I was able to resist it.
I'm sorry, did what?
Gonna walk over towards it. Grim is being very careful, to not step in it, is watching for it as they walk up to it.
Sure.
Liana just kind of sighs as she observes Grim doing this.
Looks like a normal mushroom. A bunch of normal mushrooms in a circle.
Grim will glance over their shoulder is the turtle is on the rocks, and so is visible to.
Yeah, he's flopping in and out of the rocks. This turtle is happier as a turtle than he ever was as a troll.
Oh,
I
buddy.
love this for him.
I
I'm
wish
so
he could
sad.
I wish he could stay a turtle.
This
He'll be
your new
inspired
goal
by his new life.
is to get to a high enough level that you can come back and cast True Polymorph. New side quest.
Fantastic. I love that.
So Grim will drop into Awakened Mind again to Erebus. Would you watch the turtle, please?
Yes, of course.
Snap fingers to unsummon Bosun. Snap fingers to resummon Bosun. Grim is going to send Bosun into the
Oh no.
mushroom circle.
Sure. Roll a charisma saving throw for Bosun.
Our Fey Wine Bird is finally going home.
14 for
14.
Bosun.
Bosun disappears.
What the hell?
What?
He wanted to know where it goes. I also wanted to know where it goes.
There it is.
Like the astral sea.
Very much. Grim will double check.
After...
Yeah, that's fun. So the fun fact is there's, as an action you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. It doesn't actually say anything about the familiar having to be on the safe plane of existence or any there's no distance limitation.
Yeah, how long are you giving that?
So I think Grim gives it a minute, I think. Grim is guessing that this is maybe something like banishment, so we'll wait out the banishment time frame.
Yes, it is exactly after about a minute. Bosun reappears and waddles out. He has a crown of wound daisies that are in vibrant colors, like
Oh my goodness.
neon daisies, like dollar store daisies.
That is darling.
And he is waving. He is like doing a cartwheel, like she's showing off his cartwheel.
Grim is going to ask where he was.
Oh, never mind, he's mooning people because I forgot that his latest trick is mooning.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where were you?
He sends you pictures of a vibrant forest, and small, even to him, pixies, who were having a little tea party and saw him, and then he mooned them, and then they all had a very fun time.
Oh my goodness.
He was not gone a minute. He was gone a couple of hours.
Okay, so it was much longer for him.
Yes.
That's delightful.
He's on Narnia time, essentially.
Yes. He had a whole ass picnic. It was Bosun's afternoon out.
Oh, I love that.
Goodness.
Grim is just sort of gazing at Bosun bemused.
You notice that they didn't give him any food, and he didn't eat any food. But they definitely had a cartwheel race. He had a cartwheel race with a bunch of pixies. And they got a flower crown, and he had a fun time.
Oh my god.
Darling.
Even if he didn't want to know where it went beforehand, he is very pleased to have learned. They will reach down and pick up the take the flower crown, and they will solemnly hold it out in Corinne's general direction. One eyebrow raise.
She kind of like looks back, like quizzical head tilt, and then it's just like, you put that back where you found it.
They'll shrug and put it back on Bosun.
Two confused red-headed rogues look at Grim.
So we're leaving the turtle? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so. We've got quite a bit of
Yeah.
time to put room between us and it.
Shall I...
Maybe when it comes back, it'll forget that it was, maybe it'll forget what it had been doing.
I was going to say, shall I leave Bosun with it so that he can warn us if it doesn't forget. And then I realized that if I leave him here, he will just continue to attend with the pixies.
He
So
will
I think it will.
100% jump right. You actually catch him as he's like inching towards the circle again.
Fine. Now that Grim knows it's only a minute in our time, Grim is not. If Bosun wants to walk back into the Grim will allow it.
Grim, Bosun chooses not to pass the saving throw this time, and just disappears.
He just comes back with like a collection of flower crowns, like.
What happy little animals.
I love this for him.
Darling. I love it.
All right. Go ahead.
He'll catch up.
I was going to ask if we should go.
Yes. Let's continue.
He'll catch up.
Will he?
Eventually. Grim still with sort of the same bemused expression.
Okay.
And onward.
And onward.
Leaving in our wake a extremely happy turtle and a planeswalking.
And on that perfect note, we are going to end it for tonight.
This is so
What a
wholesome.
good game.
That's amazing.
What a
Thank
delight.
you all. Thank you, especially Heather.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
thank you,
so
Heather.
excited. Yeah,
Thank you.
this came out so good. I was
I'm so
concerned when I
glad.
plopped those trolls down and everyone started whiffing, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? And then it got polymorphed, and I was like, okay.
It's fun to yeah. Those are some bad rolls. It's
5
fun to be
attacks.
a little
5.
terrified and then unterrified and then very
Yeah.
entertained.